pretty special belt to be given out. It's come from Ben. I've okayed it with Ben Popperton. Obviously, I can't give out black belts until I'm 3rd degree. So it has been passed down from Ben. He's okayed it. I'll talk a little bit more about the person afterwards because I think it's obvious who it's for. So Ranj, come out. Give him a round of applause, guys. Good job, brother. I should definitely do this bit. There you go, mate. Good job. Good job. Well done. So, Ranj's been training for like nearly 20 years, okay? As we all know, like mainly from a no-gi MMA background. From day one, we've pretty much been training partners, probably 2006 or something like that, start 2007, at Leicester Shoot Fighters. And this is the guy, to be honest, that's helped me get to where I am as well, because from the day we started training together and competing against each other, we just always were one-upping each other. And I've always used it as an example for everyone to like get partners that are your level when you start off with, and just spend as much time as you can training with them. If you've got guys that are on the same schedule as you can use the open mats, you train together all the time, you compete together, and you just push each other so much more than just kind of taking the journey on your own. So, like I said, it's been important for me, and I'm sure it has been for Ranj as well. I just wanted to touch on as well, like, this is the standard that I'm trying to set for our black belts, is that I'm not just giving out belts for guys that are, like he's my friend, and like I say, he's trained a long time, no-gi MMA, but I haven't just handed this out to him. Like, he's been down here the last few years, grafted in the gi as well. Like, he needs, like everyone who's graded in the gi needs to understand the gi. Like in other gyms, sometimes you get given belts for being good at MMA or a good MMA grappler, but not here. Like, I don't understand why, you'll be given a BJJ belt, like a black belt, if you're not that level in the gi. Okay, so yeah, like I say, he's gone through it just as everyone else will as well. So it hasn't just been handed out lightly, okay, just because he's my pal or anything like that. And that's the standard that I'm setting for every black belt now. Yeah, there's a lot of you that are brown belts that are not going to be a million miles away off your black belt. And this is what it is, guys. We've just got to be that level in the gi, okay, which Ranj clearly is. So well done, mate. And I'm going to let Ranj say a few things as well.
It's a huge honour for me to be the person representing this club to become a black belt. Like I say, it's 19 years deep now that I've been grappling. Most people, we've seen so many people come and go. Most people will never become a black belt. I guess those that do it probably ain't going to take them 19 years, but...
Yeah, don't tell everyone that.
Right? So, I deliberately use the word become a black belt rather than achieve it, because, I think it is something that you do become. It's something that over time that you develop into. Obviously, me and Liam, we're both middle-aged men now. Doing this a long time. There's a bit of wear and tear in the body, but there's been a few fun life lessons that I learned on the mats. So let me just talk about some of those. I think those will probably be better for me to help you on your journeys. So number one, right? I got this from Lebo, our old coach. He said something once that was really profound. He's quoting, I think it's Ralph Waldo Emerson he was quoting. He said that there are many methods, but very few principles, right? And what that translates to in Jiu-Jitsu is if you understand the underlying concepts of your moves and your techniques, you can kind of make up your own methods, right? We're all at different levels, different shapes and sizes. I'm a skinny, tall guy, well, tallish, right? As much as I like to think I'm as hench as Sam, the mirror tells me otherwise. So what I use is going to be different from what he uses, but the underlying concepts and principles will be the same. So that's the first thing, right? And that translates to life as well. The principles you learn on the mats, they will translate to other areas of your life. Don't just think different aspects of your life are separate. They should all mesh. Second thing, you're trying to obtain that mastery here, and I don't think repetition is enough, right? You need iteration as well, right? Iteration is what's going to get you to mastery. And what I'm trying to say is like, the first thing people say is like, oh, drills make killers, repetition is the more of a skill. And it's true because like you're creating neural connections with your brain, and that's going to be internalized into your body when you like drill stuff. But you got to have iteration as well. So like you need feedback from your training partners when you're doing your techniques. Do the drills and think, okay, this ain't really working for me. Again, going back to different body shapes and sizes, like, okay, maybe if I pinch this leg here, maybe if I squeeze here, right? Different iterations, that's what's going to make you better. That's what's going to get you to that next level in your jiu-jitsu. So make sure when you're drilling, don't just drill mindlessly. Think about it, right? Drill deliberately, drill perfectly, and increase those iterations, right? Because that's why there's always new versions of Android and all these apps, right? They're just new iterations. That's what you're going to be, like a newer iteration of yourself. And the last thing, it just goes back to what me and Aaron were talking about when we got here. We were joking about what excuse did you make? What excuse were you making today not to turn up, right? And that's the thing. Just turn up, right? Every time, right? I never want to come here, but I always want to be here, right? I'm always making excuses. Oh, I'm tired today. My hands are hurting. Oh, that knee feels a bit dodgy. I mean, last week, right? You text saying, "Oh, the toilet's out of order." My excuse was, "Oh, you know what? Toilet's not working. What if I need a shit? I'm not coming training, right?" Literally, I don't make excuses about anything. Just stop that negotiation, right? Just don't negotiate with yourself. There's an old interview with Kobe Bryant. This guy's the GOAT in basketball, and he talks about. He made the contract with himself at the start of the season, and he says, "You know what? That's it. I just said at that point, no, we're not negotiating now. I'm just going to do the work." And that's what it is. Don't negotiate yourself. Don't negotiate yourself out of coming here, right? Like a lot of times your mind can stop you from doing stuff here. Don't ever let this stop this, right? Just don't negotiate. Just turn up, and then do the work. Those like 3 life lessons I'd say will help you with the journey. And then I guess I just thank a lot of people along the way now. So obviously, first and foremost, obviously Liam, #1 training partner from day one. I always say your training partners are your best coaches, and it's true because they're the guys you're practicing with. They're the guys you're going to do your iterations with. They're the ones who will help you along. So I guess thank all of you guys as well because you're my training partners. Thank everyone along the way. I've got to thank Nathan Leverton. Who's my long-term coach, helped build a lot of the foundation of which got me where I am. And the late Carl Tanswell, who I started under, I got my blue belt under him, and all of his guys. And then, like I said, just all the guys along the way, Paul Barton, Jakey C, Andre Winner, Jim Waterhead, all of these guys, they were my inspiration and my best training partners and my best coaches. So, I'll leave the rant at that.
All right, guys. Like I say, it's a privilege for me to be able to give it to you, mate. Obviously, like I say, we've been together since day one. So, that's it. Give them a round of applause, guys. Well done, brother. Good work.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.